If you're preparing for AZ-900, these are not random questions. These are the type of questions that can directly appear in your exam. In this series, I will cover 40 most important AZ-900 questions explained in the simplest way possible. And today, we are starting with the first 5 questions that can literally decide whether you pass or fail. Also, if you're giving the exam soon, make sure to watch my Azure Weekly Updates playlist, because Microsoft keeps changing questions based on new updates. Let's start with question 1. Which of the following statements regarding Azure Government Service is correct? Select the correct option. A. There are more reserved subnet IP addresses than with standard Azure subnets. B. Separate data centers are used. C. Standard Azure data centers are used. D. Only network connectivity through ExpressRoute is allowed. This question tests your knowledge of what makes Azure Government physically and logically different from standard Azure. The key concept: Azure Government is not just a policy overlay, it uses completely separate, isolated infrastructure. The correct answer is B. Separate data centers are used. Azure Government runs on physically isolated data centers located exclusively in the US, staffed by screened US citizens. Same underlying Azure technology, but entirely separate hardware and network from commercial Azure. Why are the other options wrong? A is wrong. Azure Government uses the same subnet IP reservation rules as standard Azure. There is no difference in reserved IP addresses. C is wrong. Azure Government explicitly does not use standard Azure data centers. Physical isolation is its core differentiator. D is wrong. Azure Government supports multiple connectivity options, including the public internet, VPN, and ExpressRoute. ExpressRoute is not the only allowed method. Quick memory tip: Azure Government equals same tech, separate building, US only, screened staff. Public Azure, Azure Government physically, always separate data centers. Question 2. Azure services can go through several phases in a service lifecycle. What are the 3 phases called? Select the correct option. A. Preview phase, general availability phase, and unpublished. B. Development phase, QA phase, and live phase. C. Private preview, public preview, and general availability. D. Announced, coming soon, and live. This question tests whether you know the official names of the 3 Azure Service Lifecycle phases, from early testing to full production release. Watch out for distractors using real-sounding but unofficial phase names. The correct answer is C. Private preview, public preview, and general availability. Private preview equals limited invite-only testing. Public preview, open to all customers for testing, no SLA. General availability, GA, equals fully released, SLA covered, production ready for all Azure customers. Why are the other options wrong? A is wrong. Unpublished is not an official Azure lifecycle phase. It's a made-up distractor. B is wrong. Development, QA, live are generic software development terms, not Azure's official lifecycle phase names. D is wrong. Announced, coming soon, live are marketing terms, not the official Azure Service Lifecycle phase names. Quick memory tip: private, public, GA, PPG order. Invite only. Anyone can test. Everyone production ready equals private preview, public preview, GA. Question 3. Which Azure service should you use to collect events from multiple resources into a centralized repository? Select the correct option. A. Azure Analysis Services. B. Azure Stream Analytics. C. Azure Monitor. D. Azure Key Vault. This question tests which Azure service acts as the central hub for collecting, storing, and analyzing events and logs from across your Azure environment. The key phrase is multiple resources into a centralized repository. Think of which service is built exactly for unified observability. The correct answer is C. Azure Monitor. Azure Monitor collects metrics, logs, and events from VMs, apps, networks, and other resources into a centralized platform, feeding into log analytics workspaces, dashboards, alerts, and application insights for full observability. Why are the other options wrong? A is wrong. Azure Analysis Services is a BI and data modeling platform for building analytical models, not for collecting infrastructure events. B is wrong. Azure Stream Analytics processes real-time data streams, like IoT telemetry. It's a processing engine, not a centralized event collection repository. D is wrong. Azure Key Vault is a secrets and certificate management service, completely unrelated to event collection or monitoring. Quick memory tip: many resources, one monitor. Collect plus stores analyze from all resources equals Azure Monitor. Question 4. What is the name of the collective set of APIs that provide machine learning and artificial intelligence services to your applications, like voice recognition, image tagging, and chatbot? Select the correct option. A. Azure AI Services. B. Azure HD Insight. C. Azure Machine Learning Service. D. Azure Synapse. This question tests which Azure service provides ready-made AI capabilities as APIs, so developers can add intelligence to apps without building ML models from scratch. The key phrase is collective set of APIs for voice, vision, and language. That's a very specific product description. The correct answer is A, Azure AI Services. Azure AI Services bundles dozens of domain-specific AI APIs: computer vision, speech-to-text, translator, language understanding, and Azure OpenAI, allowing any developer to embed powerful AI into applications with simple API calls, zero model training required. Why are the other options wrong? B is wrong. Azure HD Insight is a managed big data platform, Hadoop Spark, not an AI API service. C is wrong. Azure Machine Learning is for building and training custom ML models, not pre-built ready-to-use AI APIs. D is wrong. Azure Synapse is a data analytics and warehousing platform, unrelated to AI API capabilities. Quick memory tip: pre-built AI APIs, Azure AI Services. Build your own model equals Azure ML. Use ready-made AI instantly, Azure AI Services. To get the free PDF or mock test, comment PDF or mock or both. I will share the downloadable link within the next 24 hours. Question 5. What Azure product allows you to auto-scale virtual machines from 1 to 1,000 instances and also provides load balancing services built in? Select the correct option. A. Azure Virtual Machines. B. Application Gateway. C. Azure App Services. D. Virtual Machine Scale Sets. This question tests which Azure service combines automatic VM scaling with built-in load balancing in a single product. The two key features, auto-scale up to 1,000 instances plus built-in load balancing, point directly to one specific service. The correct answer is D, Virtual Machine Scale Sets, VM Scale Sets. Deploy and manage a group of identical load-balanced VMs that automatically scale from 1 to 1,000 instances based on demand, with built-in load balancing included, making it the complete auto-scaling solution. Why are the other options wrong? A is wrong. Azure virtual machines are individual VMs. They have no auto-scaling or built-in load balancing. You manage each one manually. B is wrong. Application Gateway is a Layer 7 load balancer /WAF. It distributes traffic but does not scale or manage VMs. C is wrong. Azure App Services autoscale web applications, PaaS, not virtual machines directly. Quick memory tip: scale sets equals scales balance up to 1,000 VMs. Single VM, Azure VM. Autoscale group with load balancing, VM scale sets.